Welcome to our series of short video nuggets. This video takes a look at creating automation solutions comprising multiple workflows. First, let's consider the need for sub-workflows. As an example, consider the workflow on the canvas. It gets input values, calculates results using those values, and makes a decision based on the results. It then uses the output to add another input value and repeats the evaluation. Notice that the workflow has patterns that repeat here and here. It would be more efficient to create automation as two workflows. One, which we'll call main workflow, that gets the inputs and calls the sub-workflow, and the second, which we'll call sub-workflow, that contains the repeating process, the calculations and the decisions. To call the sub-workflow, we select the calling step in main workflow and drag the start method of sub-workflow into the action pane. Notionally, this is similar to calling subroutines in code, with one important difference. When a workflow in Automation Studio calls another workflow, it carries on running. In other words, the calling workflow does not wait for the second workflow to complete before carrying on to the next step. Thus, after calling a sub-workflow, you should usually check to ensure completion. See the Fundamentals Events video nugget for more details. Variables in Automation Studio are global in scope. In other words, a called sub-workflow can read and update the same variables used by the calling workflow. Because the calling workflow can carry on executing while the sub-workflow is running, parameters are often used to pass values to and from sub-workflows. The Workflow Settings button enables us to view and modify these parameters. Only one output parameter is available, and we can set its type using the Workflow Result Type dropdown. Its value is set by using the Workflow SetResult method and retrieved using the Workflow GetResult method. Clicking Add Parameters enables us to define the first input parameter. Each input parameter requires a name unique in the current workflow and a type. The description is optional and is displayed as a tooltip on the asset tree. The Add and Delete buttons are used to add and delete input parameters. Save the Workflow Settings dialog to retain your changes. And here's our new parameter. Thank you for watching this video. Part 2 of this video looks at how multiple workflows are implemented in the Distance2 project. Bye for now.